from what I've read, and this being an obvious act of biological warfare, which is being unchallenged by any serious legal mechanism, there's some private citizens who are attempting to bring suit against the actors of this mass murderous organization that has thrust the swine flu upon the world. But there's no great hope, really, to slow or stop these mass murderous people from doing what it is that they have already set up to do. Um, so really, it's going to have to be your own personal effort on your own to keep yourself alive against these flus and whatever else it is that they're distributing or putting in circulation. So some other considerations, the chemtrails that are going on right now, those can be used to spray pathogens as they have in the past. It's been tested. People have taken samples of chemtrail spray to laboratories where they have been determined to be aluminum particles and pathogens. So aluminum particles to slice up the lungs and to harsh the breathing capacity of the lungs, and pathogens which go right into the bloodstream by the slice of the lining of the lungs by the aluminum. So I don't know, if they're on that status where they're spraying whole countries uh, with chemtrails, pathogenic chemtrails even, then it looks like they might be stepping up to the level at which they're all out biologically warring on the whole population all at one time. Um, I don't know, this harkens back to the day of. This harkens back to the day of the Black Plague across Europe, in which I think it was about half of Europe passed due to the plague. The plague is a disease that it can kill a person in 24 hours. Um, at that point, it's called pneumonic plague, where it's being breathed into their lungs, and so it's a very quick onset and it's a quick spread. Now, there's also bubonic plague. Bubonic plague will swell a person up with boo-boos. Um, there's throughout history, when it is that plague has onset, there has been reports of comets, so stuff flying through the sky with a white trail behind it. Uh, would 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 what looks very much like what a plane looks like while spraying chemtrails. That it's an object flying through the sky with a white trail behind it. And they've been reported as comets. Also, in areas where plague broke out, it was reported that there were people with odd masks with spraying devices that were putting mists into the air, where then plague devastated. So, I don't know, it looks like this type of biological warfare has occurred quite often throughout history, that we're coming back into times where the powers that be are starting to use these biological warfare mechanisms is par for the course. They like to rehash their murder mechanisms on a regular. In any case, I was reading that there have been people who developed plans to cause biological or to perform biological warfare by pens that spray, like the pharmaceutical industry. They massively distribute pens to doctors and to hospitals, promoting to use them as a promotion of their drugs. And that would be a convenient place to house a little spray for uh, a micro spray for flu or for plague or for anthrax even. If it's anthrax, it'll probably be being chemtrailed. Um, there's also plans that have been written up to uh, use ventilation systems of buildings to spray or to distribute um, biological warfare contaminants. So, I don't know if all. Oh, also, the CIA back in the 1950s, they were using cars to spray. Even in New York City, they were driving around cars that were spraying disease on people in New York City. So, I don't know, this government, they have a rife history of this type of biological warfare, and it really seems like they're at a pinnacle right now for their capacity to enact biological warfare, and that's their huge intent. And it seems to be their present plan and what it is that's being acted out on the world population. So, yeah, some stuff that is greatly helpful: oxidative medicine, the chelation to remove what will be in the vaccine, the liquid soap to remove the squalene that's in the vaccine, and beyond that, just get a good amount of exercise. Make sure you stay well nutrified. Try to make sure you're well iodized. Iodized soap is not enough iodine. Liquid povidone iodine is a great way to meet your dietary iodine. It takes 2 drops of 10% povidone iodine per day to meet your daily iodine requirement. So, I don't know, do all that stuff, and like you should survive the biological warfare in any case, but um, I know it's probably going to get pretty messy with the high explosives. So that's your other consideration. Be prepared to dig under the foundation in your home and um, have a concrete hardened bunker essentially. I don't know, if you just go into your basement and you got nothing but wood above you, the bombs will go right through that. So you got to be under the cement. Um, what's a great facility for digging is auger to loosen the soil, to be able to really quickly scoop the soil with the shovel. Um, good luck.